along everybody to this latest drum tutorial, and today is really not so much of a playing installment. I want to talk to you about a really important issue, and that's context. Now, I've got way over 100 video tutorials up here now, and I know a lot of you like them. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Hello to anybody who's tuning in for the first time or new subscribers. Your support and your feedback are always really welcome. It's always great hearing from you. But I want to talk about a broader point of musical context. All this stuff that I put on here largely has to do with freeing up and extending your range on a basic set of drums, such as what I've got in front of me here. But how you use it in a musical setting is most important of all. I have a lot of different techniques and methods to do with, like what American drummers refer to as math. And they're just ways of facilitating your freedom and range of expression on the instrument. They're not the end in themselves. What's important to remember is when you sit down to play music with other musicians, what you play has to sound right. It has to sound like it belongs in the music, whether that be in the context of what the work is you're doing in the rhythm section or any soloing that goes on. I've said many times that a good drum solo is just like a good groove, and it should sound like it's been chosen because it suits the music that surrounds it. A drum solo should sound like it belongs in the composition in which it occurs. There shouldn't be, like, I hate the expression, but I'm going to say it anyway, like a toolbox approach to this, where you just kind of dip into some pre-learned stuff. Obviously, that will help you out. That will give you a foundation. That will get you by if the creative juices are not flowing as well as they might. But it's not the end game. Ideally, we want to be as free and as connected to the instrument and our ideas that we can freely improvise them so they make sense in the context of the music that's being played. Whether that's a solo on a song form, you've got to know the form of the tunes you're playing, you've got to know the repertoire, you've got to know the standards, you've got to know the Blue Note songbook, all the rest of it. That's all just as important as having good drum technique and the ability to manipulate the drums and cymbals in a kind of fluent and mature way. So context is everything. And if I may, a little anecdote. I've had good fortune over the years to do a number of drum shows with some fantastic other drummers on the bill, really knockout players. And I remember one year we were doing a show, amazing player, world class in every department. Everything I've ever heard him do sounds great. But on this particular occasion, I think he played 4 tunes with the band, and one of them was a medium tempo shuffle, the other was a fast tempo swing tune. And he took a solo on both of those, but he played pretty much the exact same drum solo on 2 completely contrasting pieces of music. So that kind of makes my point about context about as well as anything. Do what the music calls for, and that could be something very simple. It could be something hugely sophisticated. I don't buy into this kind of negativity about having great technique and great facility, because sometimes that's what the music needs. There's no kind of moral superiority in not having put much time in to practice your hand technique and drum set facility over the years. But the most important thing is make it sound like it belongs, and that will make other musicians want to play with you. So a little bit of wisdom there for today, and I'll be back with more playing insights on the next video. See you then. Bye-bye.